getting after it up here in Sebastian. I gotta head out to the spot of this. Driver doesn't want me seeing any of his spots. Yeah, we're cruising. Yeah, I can't see a thing. I'm gonna sit down and listen to music.
Scott decided on this trip to leave his fins at home, so he decided to barefoot it for a little while until I ended up giving him one of my fins to share, so the rest of the trip, both he and I were only using one fin. Starting the trip, we had no chum, so any runner or something that came along, we would go ahead and shoot and use them for chum. It's a good thing we did this because once we did, the mutton became super hungry and I was able to make a drop on him.
Nice one, dude. Big mutton, boy!
Hell yeah. Snap it, send those to me.
Joey shot this barracuda, and so we chummed him up, and he brought in some big fish.
Oh, yeah. Got him. Shots are right here. He came back, he was eating that chunk. He was munching on that chunk. Yeah, that's like pointing.
We just got done diving. Joey got that nice AP and I shot that mutton, and I'm gonna have Scotty come over tomorrow and we're gonna do a little catch and cook and show you guys how I like to cook some snapper. So I'll check in with you guys tomorrow. Like I said, today I'm gonna go ahead and cook up that mutton that I caught yesterday. Here on a little lunch break, so I'm gonna show you the ingredients. Something so simple and also tasty. So we're gonna make fish tacos, and I'm gonna show you the way I make it with a couple of little ingredients. So let's get into it. Alright, so what we have here are the ingredients that I'm gonna use. This is it. There's the piece of mutton that I'm gonna use. We got salt and pepper, got a lemon, dill weed, Old Bay, some avocado oil, Tony seasoning, and this is what I'm gonna put on afterwards to make the tacos super good. And also we're gonna use shells. So first what we're gonna do is we're gonna turn on about medium-high heat. Go ahead and throw some avocado oil. That's about all we'll need the entire time. From here, just go ahead and throw the filet in. We'll let that cook up for a little while before we add any extra ingredients. So once you've got this thing cooking about halfway through, best thing to do is use like a hard spoon, because you're gonna end up like mashing this stuff up afterwards. Go ahead and flip it, let it cook a little longer, and that's when you're gonna season it. So go ahead and get that Tony's, go ahead and sprinkle a little bit of that in there. Sprinkle a little bit of Old Bay, a little bit of the dill weed, and we will have some pepper and some salt. Keep it nice and simple. And once this cooks about probably almost all the way through, I'm gonna get this, I'm gonna mash it all up. The fish has cooked almost all the way through. Go ahead and move it around a little bit. Time to squeeze a little bit of that lime juice in there. Sizzle. That's about a half a lime. And once you do that, just go ahead and mash everything up. Some parts aren't cooked fully through, but after you do this, everything will get a chance to get to the heat and cook thoroughly. And just mash it up, almost like pulled pork. And what you're kind of gonna replicate is, when you throw it on the taco, is shredded chicken. So it'll almost be like a shredded chicken taco, but with a citrus fish flavor. Alright, so the last piece is right about here. It needs to get cooked a little bit. Everything else is cooked. I'm just gonna go ahead and keep stirring it to keep it all cooked evenly. You don't want to burn some places and not the other. Go ahead and turn that heat down a little bit. Probably turn it down to medium. Pretty much done. Now that we're done, go ahead and shut the fire off, take it off the heat. You're gonna get this stuff, this Brianna's home style creamy cilantro lime dressing. I stir it up a little bit. I still hear it cooking. Once I put this stuff on there, it'll stop cooking. Go ahead and just drench it. If you want to add some more lemon, you can. If you like that to get a little extra citrusy taste. This is all I'm going to need though. Alright. Once that's done, go ahead and mix it in. It's almost like a tartar sauce, but better. Now that I'm done, I'm gonna go ahead and put some of the fish on top of the lettuce that I threw in there. I also threw some crumbled goat cheese. You can honestly just throw in whatever you want. Toss it in there. I might end up using all this. Let me use 2 hands for this real quick. Look at that. Everything I cooked on a giant thing. I'm gonna wrap this up and give it a taste test. Hard to do this with one hand, but I got the wrap ready to go. Look at that. Look at all that meat. Mixed with the veggies, it's gonna be so good. Let me taste that. So good. Oh, that was incredible. So I'm gonna dig into this. Thanks guys for tuning in. If you're new here, go ahead and subscribe. If you like this, give it a thumbs up. And like always, I will see you guys on the next adventure. See you later.